just leaves a
Miami
good
Dolphin
taste in your
Stadium?
mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see,
Camping
the
World?
number 16 team in the
No,
country,
that's
the Minnesota Golden
Camping World. I think is actually
taking
a
on
stadium
the
that's
20th
only
ranked team in the
meant
land,
for bowl
the
games.
LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College
That's what it
Football,
I don't think
says,
that
yeah.
belongs to a
joined here in the
team.
booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys,
What's the
let's
soccer?
do this
MLS? That's some type of soccer team plays there.
It could be. Because the Dolphin Stadium is the Orange Bowl.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm looking them up.
It says, apparently, okay, from 2006, the UFC Knights played there. In 2000. Orlando Guardians? XFL.
That's quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts Bulls played there. So it's the Citrus Bowl,
Yeah, right now, like, this is
the Pop-Tarts Bowl,
Cure Bowl.
and Cure Bowl. So it's only there for bowl games.
Yeah. Now, I think it was originally other
Okay, so the
sports.
Florida Classic between Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman is played there. The Camping World Kickoff is played there.
I got head coach offers for Buffalo, Central Michigan, and New Mexico. Brian's second round game is against Stanford in the Peach Bowl.
Alright, I'm playing my game.
Kickoff team is out there, ready
I
to
play
get
Miami
the
in the
game
Fiesta
underway.
Bowl. Wow, I
Guys.
play Miami and it's not a home field advantage game for them? That's
He'll start
crazy.
the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Catch in the middle, it's Charles. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season. Throughout
Really
your
doubt I
career.
had
It's
any
the last time
All-Americans.
that you ever get these group of individuals
Hey,
together.
Austin.
Say goodbye to
Yeah.
so many people.
He had a running
It's
back
kinda
make
bittersweet,
first team
but
All-American from
always fun,
Colorado.
Jesse,
Was it,
dance with your boys one last time.
Carlson?
Another thing, too,
Yeah.
I love the swag
Yeah, that's the guy that was like, that guy had over 1,000 receiving yards too. Like 500 rushing yards. He was my offense.
Holy shit.
What?
I left UCF with a 92 overall sophomore defensive end. God damn, he made first team All-American. Not surprised.
Take a look at our impact players for this one. What are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the
Hey, my running back made second team All-American instead of one of my wide receivers.
On
From
second
Louisville.
down, wants to throw it. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quickly complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10.
Alright, I'm getting off, fellas.
Good night, Fred.
He got a
Good night.
bunch and looked
I'll stay up and
close
watch
to
your
getting
game,
on board,
Alex.
but he got the first
All right.
down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, game.
From the gun,
Fucking
running back
asshole.
on the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this
Virginia
sophomore.
Tech just beat SMU 19 to 14.
2nd and 7.
Oh,
Just saw at the bottom of your screen.
yeah.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Huffman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Mustard!
3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
The quarterback was lucky to throw that ball away. He almost got killed.
Yeah, I was coming for him.
It's all like 3 guys almost hit him at the same time.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy.
Not in that time.
Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be dragged down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
God damn, this quarterback just sailed that throw.
After that last drive, you stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
This was a pick.
He wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Coming after it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Minnesota offense is headed back to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll leave it with him. And they
Damn it, I got stuck in my fucking offensive line.
To gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. It's a fumble.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
They're trying to pick up some yards.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again.
You know what? Might as well challenge it. So get the ball back, that'd be great.
Called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Nope. Unless that means down where I can't see it, I doubt it. Nope. Of course
He's
not.
on that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. LSU quick to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Offense, quick tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Jumped on top of the pile. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. On third and short.
Oh, you bastard. I had him fucking in the gap.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it.
Yo, my team was... How are y'all fucking set yet?
And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the short completion, it's now second down. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
Yeah, he had the edge on me. I tried to cut back inside and only got a yard.
Their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe
face mask,
join them for the bowl
holding.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience
Illegal block in the
those
back.
young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're built. Building the foundation, you're working on your technique, and you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make
we don't want to start a play? Thank you.
the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football
I hate when it
your
does
freshman
that.
year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally and from a confidence
Oh
standpoint.
boy. Hayes, center. You kind of left the dude wide open there,
And no
boss.
shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU. Field again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got his man downfield.
Only blitz 3, put everybody in coverage, and we're just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna not cover anybody.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability
and
to
that's why I
play
changed the
anywhere
play.
on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Leaves it with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Got his
How is that caught?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a second down play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Go. I just hit the ball and run over the monster, baby.
Nice.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds.
392 also. I had to be like barely.
From the gun. Pocket starts to collapse. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Guys, why are you blocking each other and not the right? Fucking blocking the wrong team. Fucking retards.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few. And
at least he didn't fumble it. Because I told him to dive. Or not dive, slide, he dove.
Because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
He's still possession.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. That's caught. It's Hoffman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Golden Gophers have moved it inside the 20. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Golden Gophers are threatening on first and goal. Tight end finds a
How are we?
spot.
God damn it,
He's
guys.
ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Tripped up for the tackle.
And these little touch passes,
Damn
man,
it.
they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Oh my God.
To seal that edge, especially when
Oh, why am I this happening to me?
Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
At least I get the ball to start this half, but goddamn, I should have fucking 2 scores I should have had, didn't get.
On the move from inside his 5. And the
Sick
return
juke for
will
a
be
gain of
knocked
an
down.
inch.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Daddy, hold on.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. On the run, it's Rasmussen. Just ran over it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down.
Guys.
Bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Wide out in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him...
Touchdown, Minnesota! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to power it in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Comes out throwing on first down.
You don't.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Pulls it in. It's Charles. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. LSU quick to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Guys, what the fuck?
Is hauled in inside the 35. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown LSU.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's...
Where the fuck you going, safety? I mean, pick your poison. They're both wide open. That guy was wide open.
Oh, yeah.
You got that guy, and you put him in the slot, and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Might as well stick with him. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. And the Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Got it. Oh, come on.
Maybe turning this defensive effort.
Oh, God. Am I still alive? The world may never know. You may get out of the fucking way. Dumb shit.
I think I got that.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Just needed 2 yards. And clearly I got 2 yards.
So he took a chance by using
course
a
not.
timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Yep. Just leaves them wide fucking open every fucking time. Fuck this. Needed 2 yards in that fucking 4th down play. Got the fucking 2 yards, but don't get fucking 2 yards. Or shit.
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability.
Yeah, fuck your 2
For
points.
these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but just
Fucking SEC check definitely cleared on that 4th down call, because that's a first every fucking time.
as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's
Why?
down, but there's a
Every
flag on
fucking
the field.
time.
Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This fucking quarter.
2nd down coming up. He's got it on the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
Try to shoot him.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
Why would you block him into the hole I need to fucking run through? Anyone? I'm zooming the hole.
Work the best for me in this game. What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
If they can pay off this 3rd goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
Hold up.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's in there.
10-point game. There we go.
Now the lead stands at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
These guys are so fucking slow.
Their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitaker. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. LSU right back to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw it again. He finds his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He wants to throw. Unleashes to
Guys, come the fuck on.
So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something. Get a turnover, get an onside.
How?
Get the football back to get back in this football game.
When I use it, I get hit marked.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
None of my players are
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense.
This is nasty.
Stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away.
That's disgusting.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
I'm going to win 30-27.
That's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile. But it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like
Where are you?
Alright, one more game, that's all that matters. God damn, that was tough. Alright, I'm going to bed. Later, me in.